I'm embarrassed. I knew myself. I knew them girls. We knew each other. And that was all I had at the moment. I didn't have anything else. What's up, beautiful people? It's your girl janiaaaliyah, and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, hi, welcome. Whoever you would see, but you already know only my subscribers can sit down. So if you're trying to get you a seat, then go ahead and click, smack that subscribe button. It's okay, we'll wait on you, because this story long, your feet gonna start hurting, so we'll wait. Okay, great. So today I am giving y'all another story time, and this story may or may not be a little lengthy, but y'all asked for it, so I'm going to deliver. Yes. But anyways, today I'm going to be telling y'all the story about the time I got my phone taken for 4 years. Not 1, not 2, but 4 whole years. So let's get into it. Okay, so for starters, this was in like middle school, and my phone, it was a hand-me-down phone. So it was, you know, the phone somebody got rid of when they upgraded to a new phone, so it wasn't in service. I could only use it on Wi-Fi, and so basically the only things I really did on the phone was, I mean, basically what you do on the phone now, but you know, I could only do it at home on Wi-Fi. But I would be on Kik, I'd be on Instagram, and me and my friends used to we used to read a whole bunch of Wattpad stories. And so if y'all know what Wattpad is, and this is not a dictionary definition, but basically Wattpad is like a little platform where smaller authors and like story writers go to, I guess, publish their stories on the platform. And so you can go on there and read a whole bunch of, you know, little short stories, longer stories, and they be juicy, they be good. Okay, yes. And so basically we will be on there reading, like, you know, we are teenage fantasy. Yes, so we was on there reading like teenage fantasies or whatever. Like it was like it was like, you know, Twilight Saga but book. Do they have Twilight books? Is Twilight really a saga? The saga mean it's a book? Y'all get the point. And so basically, like, we wasn't living that life, and so these books was the life, okay? And so me and my friends no. Yes, me and my friends, like, we would be reading these books, and sometimes, you know, we would talk about them or whatever. But it was me and like one friend specifically, and I'm gonna call her Sarah. Me and Sarah, like, we would always, because we read like similar books, we had like similar taste or whatever, and sometimes like she would put me onto a book, I would put her onto a book, and like we'll talk about them. Yes, we'll talk about them. So not book club, we literally would just talk, okay? But anyways, so these books, what I can say is, mind y'all, we're reading this in like, this is like the summer coming out of elementary school. So we reading these books, and all that's on our mind is, oh my god, I can't wait till we get to high school, so this, I can't wait till we get to high school, so that. We was ready to be them girls. It's them girls, yes. But basically, you know, we'll read the books, and like it would just make us so excited for high school. Like, any of y'all like watch little high school movies on like Disney and stuff, like Lemonade Mouth and all that, and just thought y'all was finna get to high school? Hey, your turn. Yes, me too. Me too. And so basically, our expectations were very much high. And saying the fact that I just graduated last year doing the panoramic, they were not met, they were not exceeded. Yeah. And so basically, the thing I was honestly most excited for looking towards high school, and don't laugh at me, stop, fix your face because you laughing. The thing I was most excited for was a locker. Yes, the locker, because y'all already know, and I know you don't, but you know, the girl be walking, she be walking with her books, and oh, my books, and then it's like, Oh, thank you. And then her crush help her pick the books up. Or like you at your locker, and then the crush is right there. You open your locker and all the little hearts and stuff stop falling out the locker. Like, yeah, so that was just the biggest thing for me, just the lockers. Then come to find out, they gave us like 5 minutes a day to go to our lockers, and I was like, what is this, jail with lockers? What's wrong with y'all? Ugh. And so it wasn't the life after all. But lockers to me were iconic in film. In real life, not so much, but in film. But anyways, back to Kik. So yeah, I would text, you know, my friends stuff on Kik. That's where we would communicate, because I only had like 2 friends who actually did have phones that was in service, but I wasn't one of them. My phone was very much Wi-Fi only, airplane mode, Wi-Fi only. And so we'll be texting there. To be honest with you, I honestly don't know how exactly we would get each other's Kiks, because I can't really remember like actually going up and be like, oh, give me your Kik username, you know, so I can text you on Kik. We just somehow just ended up with everybody's Kiks. And so like for my school, we had like 50,000 different group chats. Then of course like you and your close friends had a little group chat. Then I had about 5 or 6 boos in my Kik. They wasn't my boos. They was somebody, I mean, they wasn't somebody else's boos either, but I just know that they wasn't my boo. They were trying to be somebody boo. They were trying to be my boo, but I don't know who boo you are, because you're not mine. You're not mine. But they was trying to become boos, because you know I had that throw it back, just throw it back, because I don't want you. Throw the fish back, take it off the hook, throw it back. I can get you on the hook, but I'm gonna throw you back because I don't want you. I don't want you. But anyways, and so yeah, and then also I had my close friends, my friends, my associates, a few dudes who was trying to talk to me but wasn't going for it. And then, you know, I had my cousin. And so me and my cousin, like, y'all, like I don't have too many cousins close to my age, or at least, I don't know, my daddy always popping up telling me I got some new cousins. So I probably do have more cousins close to my age, but I don't know them. And so most of my cousins, like, or female cousins I shall say, are within like a year or 2. But this cousin, we was like 2 years apart, and so she was like my favorite cousin. Still is, you know. I have 2 favorite cousins. I'm gonna change their names. I have a favorite cousin, I'm gonna call her Mariah, and then my other favorite cousin, her name is Sharice. Okay, yes. So ooh, that was so hard. But yeah, so Mariah, Sharice, y'all my favorite cousins. But anyways, so yeah, so that was that. Them was all the people I had messages with, right? And so now back to the friends. So like I said before, me and, like, I would say this was me and my close friends, because you know you can't just talk about Wattpad books with anybody. You gotta have some boundaries on that. So like me and my closer friends, we talked about the Wattpad books, or it was just me and Sarah. So me and Sarah, we'll be always talking about them. And mind y'all probably sitting here thinking book club. No ma'am, we was not talking, we was not debriefing the story. We was more so like, ooh, what if Jaquavius at school was Edward in a book? Or what if DeMarco was Jacob? What if he was just Jacob? And so then, you know, they'd be like, oh my god, I would love DeMarco as Jacob, and oh my gosh, he don't act like that in person. Like if he act like that, DeMarco, like, yes, girl, yes. But mind y'all, we seen all this, but like I just told y'all, we was not talking to no boys, y'all. These Wattpad books were our boys. We was talking to the books, not the textbooks, but the Wattpad books. We was talking to them. They had our attention, not these runny nosed little boys. And so basically, you know, that was that. But mind y'all, we, you know, you, me, and them, we knew as a group we wasn't talking to no boys. But if you outside the group, then you would assume, like, girl, no. But yeah, so anyways, that's what we'll be talking about. And so then back to my cousin Sharice. Me and my cousin Sharice, we would basically, you know, be ranting to each other. Like we'll be ranting, you know, about well, I think I'll probably be ranting about my dad had, because nobody wanted to give me a ride back in the day. When I had a car, they didn't want to give me no ride. So I'll probably be ranting about how my daddy and my mama and my sister don't want to take me nowhere. And then my daddy don't be picking me up on time, and how I want to come to your house but they won't ring me, and just we'll just be going off. We'll be going off, child. But so we basically, you know, just be talking mess about our family members or whatever in the messages, and that was that. But you know, you can talk about family with family because it cancels out, you know, like negative times negative equals a positive, so cancels out. And so basically we in the messages, we talking mess, like we roasting them in the messages, and y'all, we was cussing up a storm. It was like every other word was a cuss word from both of us. So we like, my daddy always, like, I'm just so sick of him, like, yes. So that was that. But it was very much funny. Like, it was funny, and it was just, we were just letting it all out, okay? Like, we was basically, like, we was literally just venting, okay? Because I think we had both got in trouble recently, so we was just, you know, ultimately fed up and letting it go, airing it out, yes. And so basically, you know, we just sitting here, we all like, yeah, if my daddy say this, I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna say, boy, and that's it. Babe, you won't say nothing else. Don't nobody in this house want to mess with me, period. But so that was the conversation, right? And all was well, all was very well until I was demanded, well, I was ordered to go to the store with my sister. And so we get in the car, we having to go to the store. And of course, like I told y'all, my phone wasn't in service and I didn't have no Wi-Fi. So basically, I had to pause the conversation. So I probably texted her some like BRB or something, like, I don't know. But basically, the conversation was on hold until I found Wi-Fi. So we on the way to the store, we on the way. And like my sister, I told y'all, this the one who was blackmailing me, yes. But I told y'all, like, she just would try to do anything just to get at me. I don't know why. But we get to the store, and I don't know what went on while I was at the store. But basically, we there. We getting whatever was on the grocery list. And then somehow we end up in the clothing section. And so my mom, my mom calls my sister. And so she called my sister. I guess she said whatever she had to say. And then she was all like, yeah, where's Jania? And so my sister's like, I'm right here. And I think my mama told her, okay, take her phone. What? And so I'm looking like, mind you, I didn't hear her. I'm just minding my business, looking at drawers. And they say, now my sister come up to me like, give me a phone. And I'm like, why? Like, and everybody know, when you got an older sibling, it just be like, girl, you are not my mama. You are my sister. I can physically fight you. Physically. I can put my hands on you. So when she had to come up to me with all of that mess, I wasn't having it. Did I hit her in the store? No, I didn't hit her in the store. But I'm just looking at her like, girl, who do you think you are? Why are you trying to take my phone? Out of all the phones up in this supermarket, why are you trying to take mine? Go get your own. Go get your own. And so next thing you know, I guess she told my mama like I wasn't giving her the phone. And this lady, well, my mama on speakerphone, because I think she was trying to hand me the phone. But you know, like when you in trouble, and somebody like, okay, so want to talk to you. No. No. So I wasn't trying to accept the phone because, mind you, I did not know what I was in trouble for. But I used to get in trouble a lot. So I just used to take it as it would come, like, yeah, I'm in trouble again. Okay. Alright. And so next thing you know, I guess mama told her to put it on speakerphone. She put my mama on speakerphone. Now the whole store hear me getting cussed out. Now the whole store know I'm finna get my butt beat when I get home. Like, why do the whole store have to know that? Like, why you didn't have to do that? If you would have told me she was threatening to beat the black off my butt, I would have took the phone. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. You knew what you was doing. Like, you knew what you was doing, because if you would have said that from the jump, then you wouldn't have to put her on speakerphone. Now I hope CPS is at the store right now so they can give me a ride home instead of you, because you didn't expose me in this store and not a whole store. Like, bruh, like we might as well just go buy the belt while we here. Like, ugh. And so mind y'all, I'm upset because I don't know what was said. I don't even know why she's trying to take my phone. I don't know, because my sister used to just be snitching on me for no reason. Like, just because I feel like it. That's why, because I feel like it. And so automatically at this point, after the whole story heard me get cussed out, my whole mind just shifted to the sweatpants section, because now I'm trying to figure out, first, do I have any money? Second, like, I need to put layers on my body. So somehow, some way, I need to get those sweatpants from over there onto my body. And I need about 5 pairs. So when I get home, I don't feel the belt. It's not even registering in my mind what I could have done, but I did something. And I'm finna go pay for it. So I'm just like, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? But of course, my life had already been threatened. So I turned the phone off and gave it to my sister. Now you may be wondering, what is turning the phone off gonna do, Jania? They can just turn it right back on. And you're right. You're correct. Did I think about that at the time? No. As we can see from the past few stories, I have not always been this bright. Okay? This just came to me over time. Over time. So I turned the phone off and I gave it to her. Personally, I felt like by me turning the phone off, like I knew it wouldn't do anything. I just personally feel like it would make a statement. I just wanted to make a statement, okay? And mind y'all, I had no clue what I could have possibly been in trouble for. So it did not even occur to me, oh, log out of your Instagram, oh, log out of Kick, oh, delete some messages, oh, delete whatever. Like, that didn't occur to me. I thought I don't know, y'all don't have no footage. Where the footage at? Y'all didn't see me doing nothing? Ugh. But anyways, so we get home and we just in there, and of course, like, I'm just ready. I'm ready. I think I ran to my room and go put on some sweatpants or something over my jeans. But at this point, I'm just like, whatever, because I don't know what I'm gonna get a whooping for, but I'm gonna get a whooping. I'm gonna get a whooping. And so my sister hands my mama the phone, and of course, I'm looking at her in disgust. Let me tell you how I was seeing her in that moment in time. I saw her as that one slave on the plantation that will always be kissing the master's butt and snitching on the other slaves. For what reason? Because it's just like, you're a slave too, so why are you even doing that? If anything, we should be working together to get out of here. But you want to do that and go be all up under the master for what? For what? What was the reason? What was the reason? There wasn't one. Or you know what? Let me tell you what my conspiracy was. So my sister, she used to get in trouble too. She used to be getting in trouble. But you see, this is the trouble I'm in. This is my trouble. This is her, this is her trouble. So I personally felt like by her constantly snitching on me, making them look at me, it was taking eyes off of her. So she wasn't getting caught. So she was getting caught less the more I get caught. Mind y'all, I wasn't really doing nothing to get caught. It was just like small stuff that would yield for consequence. And so since I'm getting consequence, she's not. I applaud you. You won. Y'all won. Y'all won. But anyways, so at this point, mama got the phone. And you know me, I'm still not knowing what I'm in trouble for. So I'm just thinking she finna put the phone on her dresser and say, okay, that's it. But no. She like, what's the password? The password. So I give it a password. And I don't know how, but for some reason she went straight to Kick. She went straight there. And so she get there And you know, she just going through whatever messages, laughing. She just laughing. And I guess she stumbled across the book club. And so at this point now, she reading the book club messages and she reading them out loud. And so I'm embarrassed. I'm under embarrassment. Because now she reading our book club messages about our Wattpad books. And now you got the whole house thinking I'm the thought of the house. So now I'm the thought of the house, y'all. I'm the house thought. I came with the house. I'm embarrassed. But you know what? The damage was done. It's done. I knew myself. I knew them girls. We knew each other. And that was all I had at the moment. I didn't have anything else. And so honestly, at that point, I know parents like this, and y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. But my mom was not the parent to where, you know, if I'm in trouble and I'm getting in trouble with your child, or not even getting in trouble with your child, like say for example, me and Sarah messages, she wouldn't go call Sarah mama and be like, oh, yep, go read Sarah and Jania messages. Go read them. Like, no, she's just gonna deal with Jania. And Sarah, I mean, I don't think Sarah got any consequence. That's good for you, Sarah. That's good for you. So next thing you know, excuse me, next thing you know, she go and find, matter of fact, no, she asked me, she was like, show me you and Sharice messages. And I'm like, and so I go to Sharice messages and I just back up. Because I don't want to get hit by any remotes, shoes, or hands. Any hands. And so, yeah. So, she started reading the messages. And she's laughing. And then she showed my dad. She shows my father. And so, he reads the messages. And he starts laughing. And at this point, it was just scary. It was scary. Cause why are you laughing? Why? And honestly, at that moment, it felt like I was in a trance. Okay, it felt like, you know, us when they was just randomly. It felt like that, or it felt like you know, when the you know, in the Proud Family movie. You like my intro. In the Proud Family movie where they met the other family and they was like it was just like, oh my god, who are you people? Because what's funny? Like you gonna laugh? Oh, okay. And next thing you know, he laughing and he's just like, what the? And so fast forward, I got my butt beat. And yeah, I got a whooping. And that's why I can't go to the beach today, because I'm dark skinned and my butt is light skinned. So I don't go to the beach. TMI. Oh. Okay. Just playing. Oh. And so yeah, so I got a whooping as expected. And so basically, you know, after I got a whooping, my dad took my phone. And when he took the phone, he said, you know, don't ever ask for this phone again, because you won't get it back. And truthfully, I never got the phone back. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. And so basically, you know, he told me not to ask for it back or whatever. And you know, I didn't. I truthfully didn't. And it was to the point where he would even be calling my grandma, and you know, my grandma would be asking, you know, Jania's still in trouble, blah blah. He'd be like, yeah. I told her to ask for not to ask for the phone back, and she didn't ask for it back or nothing. Like, it was almost like you wanted me to ask for the phone back, but you told me not to ask for the phone back, and I was just following directions by not asking for the phone back. Like, I never asked for it back. Like, it was to the point where, y'all, I think after this, my sister had did something else that just made the whole house get in trouble, and they took the doors off. So we didn't have no doors. And so they had phones and everything else, but meanwhile they had took my phone and my tablet. So I didn't have no door, no phone, or a tablet. So I was just sitting in the bed like this. Like, I just be sitting in the bed, just sitting there thinking about life. But yeah, and so basically, you know, like he said don't ask, so I didn't ask. And I just personally feel like that was just me following directions, because if you would have also said, you know, don't talk bad about me in your messages, I would have did that as well. I would not have talked about you if that had been a direct order. But anyways, I think I skipped over this part, but y'all may be wondering, how did they know to go to Cherie's messages? So what happened was, I guess, in the midst of me going to the store with my sister, Cherise could not hold down the fort, y'all. So somewhere in between BRB and me at the store, Cherise got in trouble. And so she gets in trouble, and her dad apparently checks her phone. And so when he checks her phone, he's seeing our messages. Yes, he saw our messages. And once he saw our messages, that's basically where the whole phone call to my sister occurred, because that occurred after Cherise's father called my mother telling him about our messages. And yeah. And so basically, like, when he had called her, he was asking her whatever, like, yeah, who taught Jania how to type, because blah blah blah. Because like I told y'all, every other word was a cuss word. Okay, it was a cuss word. And then the crazy part was, when I type, like, y'all probably don't be lying, you lying, because I know y'all had this little typing phase too, where y'all would spell, like, y'all would spell words, like, say you're trying to spell you. I used to spell mine YHU. I knew how to spell you. I didn't want to spell it that way, but I spelled mine YHU. I knew other people who would just put U or put YU. You know, after they had took my phone and my tablet, I think they had left me with my computer because it was for school. But listen, I ain't had no Mac. I had an HP. I had an HP, and it was a good HP too. I used to take pictures and everything on it. Okay, so yeah, it's not what y'all think, because I know, like, right now, if my phone, tablet, whatever was to get taken, right now it's just like, you know, if you have a Mac, you can still, you know, text people with iPhones and all of that stuff. But no, this wasn't that. No. So basically, you know, it was just me, my HP, in my room with no door, and it was just vibes. Okay, it was just vibes. No door, no phone, no tablet, just vibes. But yeah, and so mind y'all, he just said don't ask for it again. He said you're never gonna see it again, so don't ask for it. So I didn't, which means my sentence, my punishment sentence, my sentence that I had to serve was never confirmed. So I was just waiting, just living the time out, taking it day by day. And mind y'all, I was walking, you know, well, actually, it was like I was walking on thin ice, but at the same time, I literally had nothing to lose, because I didn't have no door, I didn't have no phone, I didn't have no tablet. I had a life. I had that to lose. So I guess I did have much to lose. Okay. But anyways, so mind y'all, everybody else in the house, they got their electronics, they got their stuff. I just had my vibes. Sure did. And so basically, I continue to be terrorized. And at the same time, I could terrorize as well, because I literally have nothing better to do. You can go play Subway Surfer. This is my life. This is my job. I work here. I don't have anything else. I don't have anything else to do. I'm done counting sheep. I'm done freaking playing fake pinball. I had a little basketball goal hanging in my room. I'm done shooting. I'm done. And so I cannot remember what I did. It probably was nothing. My little sister was toxic. To the point where she would just do things just cause. Like, why would you even do? Like, this one time I used to be obsessed with John Cena, and I had this John Cena WWE poster hanging up in my room, and she rips it. For what? What was the reason? And my blood is boiling just talking about it, because why would you do that? Why? And so yeah, so she would just do things just to do them. Like, it's just like you know how you be roasting? You can be probably like roasting with somebody or whatever, and you can say something like, "Ooh, your shoes ugly." She's the type of person where you'll be like, "Ooh, your shoes ugly." She was like, "Girl, shut up. That's why your grandma died." Like, she's that she was that person. And so I just be like, why would you even say that? Why would you even, like, bruh? No, just take it to another level. So, like I said, I can't remember what I did. But basically, whatever I did, she decided to go into my parents' room, get the phone that was confiscated from me, and hide it. She decided to hide the phone. Why? I don't know. What did you do to her? I don't know. I don't know. But she hid the phone. She hid the phone so well that I almost got in trouble all over again because they thought I stole the phone back. They thought I stole the phone back. Well, let me tell you why they thought I stole the phone back. So basically, like I said, it was just me, my HP, and my vibes. And so on my HP, I found a whole bunch of cool stuff to do. And I found, and this was like months later, you know, still serving out my sentence. I found this nice little computer program called Bluestacks. I don't know if it still exists, but I actually got it from my sister, but she don't know. But because she did this one time when she got her phone taken. So older siblings, you guys, y'all are role models. May not be positive role models, but watch what you do. But anyways, so this computer program called Bluestacks, and basically Bluestacks, you can download it onto your computer. I don't know if they had it for Macs. I think they probably just had it for like different computers or whatever. And so basically on BlueStacks, it was basically like you downloading a phone onto your computer. So you can have Kik, you can have Instagram, and basically everything you got on your phone right there on your little laptop. And so one time, I think I may have been on BlueStacks, and my sister's friend used to braid her hair, and I wasn't finna send that to her. I just like was typing space bars to see if it even worked, because I had just downloaded and I was like, okay, who can I text this, like who can I test this out to? And I'm like, I can't do it to Sharice because her daddy might call and try to validate my sentence, make sure I'm really in jail. And so I'm just like space, and it worked. But I didn't send it. But you know, Kik would send people a notification when you're typing. And so they sent her a notification. She texted my sister. She's like, oh my God, Jania her phone back? Or is Jania okay? Like, it said she was typing and then it went away. And so basically that's when my sister come to me. And then not everybody trying to check me like, with a phone. I'm like, I don't have a phone. I don't know why I said that. Like, I don't know why I said that. Like, I don't know. But the truth was, I did not have the phone. I didn't. And so basically, you know, I guess everybody was just at peace with the phone being lost as long as I didn't have it. Time basically goes by, and I still did not ask for the phone because you told me not to ask for the phone. And so what happened? So yeah, it's just me still in my, still me and my HP. And at that point I was content because, you know, I could still text people on my computer, and I was taking selfies on my computer, and that was that. So of course by this point, I think I got my phone taken that summer, and by this point, this was like probably like 3 years later, maybe like 3 years later. And matter of fact, no, this was 2 years later. 2 years later, it's time for me, I think I want to go spend time at my grandma's house, because, you know, I like hanging out with my grandma. She cool. But from time to time, like, if I'm spending time with my grandma, okay, we gonna need our space. So she's gonna go abandon me and go watch her stories in her room, and I'm gonna just be sitting in the living room like, what? And so before it was time for me to go, I called my dad. And no, I did not call him and ask him for the phone. I called and asked him for the tablet, because he told me not to ask for the phone. And then of course the phone at that point was hidden, nobody knew where it was, so I asked him for the tablet. So he's like, okay, I don't care. And I got the tablet, and so yeah, I was on Kik on the tablet or whatever. Then we get to my grandma's house, and that's a whole nother story about my grandma's house, because child, I saw a rat. But anyways, so that was that. And so I had my tablet for a good minute, y'all. A good little minute. I had my tablet, and I want to say about 2 years went by. And so at this point, 2 years go by, and this is when I started playing basketball. So when I started playing basketball, I have to like stay after school and stuff. And so my mom was like, okay, well, if you stay after school, you're gonna need a phone, because nobody ever picked me up on time. And so she finally got me this little Android phone from the store, and it was a nice little Android. I enjoyed my Android. And so I got that phone until we still had no clue where my sister had hid the other phone. And y'all probably thinking, why didn't y'all just ask her where she put the phone? Girl, she forgot. Or I feel like she was lying about forgetting and then slowly just forgot, but she ain't know where that phone was. And so at this point I had the Android, and probably about another year later we was moving, or matter of fact I think we was deep cleaning my mom's room, and she had a little mini fridge there. We moved the mini fridge, the cleaner of the mini fridge, and boom, there's the phone. And this little dummy is saying like, oh my god, that's where I put it. Cause really I think I put it under the thing on top of the fridge, and it probably just fell. It just fell back there. But that's where I put it. And so basically that's where the phone was. And basically that phone was an iPhone 4. By the time I had got it back, I think we was on like the iPhone 7. I had a 7. I had an Android. I was about 6 generations behind at that point. 4, 7. I think they had like the 4, the 5, the 5S, the 5C, the 6, the 6S, and then the 6 Plus. So that's 7 right there. I was 7 phones behind. Still didn't get that phone. Got an Android, and that was that. But anyways, y'all, so that's the story about how I got my phone taken for 4 years. Moral of the story is, guys, respect your elders. Respect your elders, and if you know you finna get in trouble, I hate to say it, but delete the incriminating evidence. Delete any evidence that can be used against you. Delete, delete, delete. Okay? But you know what? I also hate to say this, but if you already called, don't delete the evidence, because it's gonna make stuff worse. Okay? Because now you're a liar. And if you want to be a liar, then you go ahead and be a liar. But I'm not gonna advise y'all to be liars, okay? So basically, if you haven't been caught yet, if you don't already have incriminated evidence against you, delete it. Delete it. But if you have already been convicted and they already have a copy of the evidence, don't delete it. Just handle your sentence like a boss. Handle it like a boss. And that's all I can say. But anyways, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Y'all already know, click, smash, smack that subscribe button down below, and I will see y'all on my next video.